Welcome back to this tutorial series on open science and the software source code deposit in HAL and in Software Heritage. Now we will be looking at the SWID method using the save code now on this video, and then on the next video depositing the software using the reference from Software Heritage using the SWID. If you want to watch other tutorials in this series, check out the description for the full playlist. And now, let's see what we can do with Software Heritage. Here we are on the Software Heritage landing page, where we can search for software using a URL or a Software Heritage identifier. On this page, we can see also the size of the archive and all the locations we are getting software from. Here we see a very large number of projects, of commits, and of source code files. Then we can check on the left the few features that we have. One of them is the save code now. We will take the URL from GitHub, copy it in Software Heritage and search for it and see if we already have the software before asking for a new request. So we see that the software do exist on Software Heritage, and we can have a save again of this software. If your repository isn't found in Software Heritage, you can easily do so with the Save Code Now feature. Add the URL and submit the request. You see that you need to choose the origin type, which is Git here, and then you can look for the request on the Browse Save Requests tab. At the moment, it is not scheduled yet, but in a few minutes or a few seconds, you'll see that the status is changing, especially if you're doing a refresh of the page. Now we go back to the save request. We see that our request was ingested. It's this origin on GitHub. We see that we have the same information we had in the README. We have the files that we prepared on one of the previous videos. We have the authors file and the license file exactly as we prepared it. Finally, we'll visit the source code, which is just a stub file. We want to choose a SWID. Here we are on a file. So a file is not the best option to choose. We prefer to use the directory, and we prefer to use the directory of the root of the deposit. So let's go to the root of the deposit, choose the permalink box. After choosing the permalink box, there's the option to check out the context properties. We need all the properties to know from where the software came from, because if we use only the directory hash, we will have only this specific item without its context, and we do want the development history attached, and we do want to have the origin. So we check the directory, and we choose the contextual information. And then we copy the link, the SWID, and we will use this in the next video. Thank you for following this tutorial series. Now we do have a SWID for our next video where we will submit the code in Software Heritage.